Welcome back to Man Across New Horizons. Oh look, where's Sahara? I'm dear darling, and let's see what's going on our wonderful island of Fawnhollow today. So we already know our guest for today, and we haven't had Red yet. Hold on, what day is it today? Isabel's about to tell me in about 5 seconds anyway, but it's only Tuesday. Why did I think it was Friday? I don't know, my brain's a bit messed up apparently. It's all gone backwards. But yes, we had Gulliver. Did we have Gulliver yesterday? No, we had Leif yesterday, didn't we? And Sahara today, so very okay visitors. To be honest, the only top tier visitor right now is Red, but still. Hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 5:08 PM on Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021. Still no campsite visitor. Don't remember the last time we had a campsite visitor. Oh no, we had Bangle, I remember now. Actually, that wasn't too long ago. Wasn't that like Saturday or Sunday? I can't remember. Anyway, so we're going to be going about our usual business, as per usual, today on Animal Crossing New Horizons, where we'll be doing... It's the best way I can describe it, as I have no idea what we do. I don't know how I reach half an hour every single time, but anyway. Oh, Junebug. Oh, Junebug. Having a little greenery in your home can do wonders, don't you think? I found my plants are excellent stress relievers, which is why I sent this to you. I just know you'll feel the results right away. Thinking of you, Vivian. Oh. I think I make that noise every single time someone sends me something. A cacao tree. Different to a cocoa tree? Hello, Sahara. I guess we'll buy all your wares. You might say it might take a little bit of a while, but yeah. Anyway, what have I been up to today? I think I had a phone appointment with a GP earlier this morning. It's not very eventful, to be honest. And it's also a bit personal, so I guess I won't get into it. What else did I do? I hand washed some clothes today. Can I say hand washing? So tedious. Like, laundry machine, probably one of the most convenient inventions that mankind has come up with in this modern day workaday world, you know? It's because if you think about it, hand washing every single item of clothing, you know, you gotta fill up a giant tub of water, you gotta put whatever equivalent of detergent or soap or cleaning product you got in, you gotta scrub every single one of them, you gotta be extra delicate with the delicates and that sort of thing, and you gotta, you know, wring everything out, not wring it out necessarily, but somehow get all the excess water off and then wait for it to dry. Takes forever. Laundry machine, easy. Chuck them all in there. Put that little, what's it called? The laundry pod in there. Tide pod, if you will. Oh, actually, I don't even know if we had Tide in UK. We have what's that brand? It starts with D. It's like Detox. It's not Detox though, because that's something else entirely. What is that brand? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Laundry detergent brand. Wait, laundry detergent UK. I should have said laundry pod UK. That makes more sense. Dettol, that was it. Dettol, Persil, Fairy, Surf. I've never seen anyone use Surf though. Persil was always a favourite back in high school. Because they always had that advert of I don't know what I just did. Oh, exchange tickets. They always had that advert in the UK or whatever, the kids, the son outside playing football, whatever, he gets grass stains and mud stains all over his nice PE top or whatever, and mum's like, oh, what do I do? Puts it in, adds a bit of Persil, and it's brings it out, and it's freshly white, and it smells amazing. She holds it up to her nose, and she goes, and then it's I know, Persil. Not sponsored by Persil, I know, by any stretch of imagination. Never even used Persil, we always use Dettol, to be honest. And it works just fine, just for pods. I will say, the laundry pods, but laundry powder, I think, and laundry liquids or whatever, actually probably better than laundry pods, because the laundry pods always, you never really notice until you actually start paying attention a little bit, is because I used to use laundry pods in university, because they're far more convenient to own. Far more convenient to own. At least in university life, just chuck it in there and it's done. And then I just started to notice, why is this weird, plasticky, melty thing, I don't even know what I washed on my towel or my shirt or something. I was like, where did this come from? It's not did I have a sweet in my pocket or something? I was like, I don't eat sweets. Why would I have a sweet in my pocket? So maybe I had something in my pocket and it must have melted. And it took me a little bit, a few washes to figure out. And I was like, oh, this must be the laundry pod. It's melting and it's sticking to it, and it's not quite washing away. It's not quite completely dissolving or something. So that's why you can get these little mesh net bags or whatever you can put laundry pods in. Chuck them in there. I suppose meant to supposedly catch the melting laundry pod before it can really stick to your clothes, which is, very helpful, not gonna lie. Didn't have one of those. What I just did instead was I just wrapped it up in my towel. Because if my towel's got a little bit of plasticky stuff on it, it's yeah, whatever. The worst thing would be it being on my clothes and me just walking around town, not realising I got this weird plastic melty thing, which kind of looks like snot, to be honest, stuck to my back, which I'm like, ooh. So yeah, another snowy day, just noticed as well, which means we can freely not have to water our plants, or water our flowers. But anyway, what's I saying? I was saying something about doing laundry. Oh yeah, doing laundry is so much more convenient with a washing machine. Even having tumble dryer, fantastic as well. It just cuts out so much time because it's one of the best machines. And any machine or thing you can do where you can just put it in, you set it up, and then it just does its thing, and you come back later. Fantastic, absolutely convenient. You know, ovens, amazing things to cook with. Season everything, get it all ready, put it in the oven, wait for whatever length of time, depends on what you're cooking, I suppose, and then come back and it's done. It's like a passive machine, you know, rather than an active thing. You can walk away from it, it'll be fine, or just do its thing, all the same whether you're there or not. Pinnacle of convenience, in my opinion. Because think how much time the laundry machine has saved for us all. We're a great deal of gratitude to the inventor of it. No, I guess not really the machine itself, but you know, if you tend to personify machines like I do, then go for it. Or household objects, I should say. But anyway, it reminds me because I watched this documentary ages ago about I can't actually remember exactly what it was about. It was either about no, I think it was about like Victorian era England or something. And they had this. It might not have been exactly. It might have also just been like some other rural country where instead of having like a electronic washing machine or laundry machine, they basically had a manual laundry machine, which is sort of like the worst of all worlds, I think. In my personal opinion, it's kind of. I mean, I suppose once you already have an automatic laundry machine, it feels like the worst of all worlds when it's not actually, but you know what I mean. Or maybe you don't. But yeah, you might say, what does a manual laundry machine mean? Oh, basically it's sort of simulated. Oh, we got one more rock to go. It basically simulated the effect of what a regular laundry machine would be like, except for instead of it being electrically spun, and manually filled up, it's instead of being electrically spun and electrically like filled up with water, it's manually spun and filled up with water. So what that means, it's basically this massive drum. It looks like a silo, probably not as big as a silo. It's probably like my arm span wide in diameter, probably bigger. So it's like 2.5 meters or something in diameter. And then you put on it, of course. You like load it up. You know what it's basically like? It's like one of those raffle machines where you always put like the ping pong balls in or whatever, the tickets in. But you always see in fairs and you spin it. You basically put that and you put it on your laundry and I don't even know how you fill it up with water. I guess using buckets or whatever, throw in whatever detergent equivalent you got, and then you just like spin it. You got like a manual crank and you just got to spin it. But of course they've got some sort of gear system, like gear system, I suppose. You know, when you can turn the small motions of your manual crank up to a big motion on something else by using clever gears, which I don't know off the top of my head. But anyway, so you had to like stand there spinning it. For some reason I feel like Jeremy Clarkson was on the show. I don't know if I just made it up in my head or not. Anyway, and then you can let it drain because they've got like grates on the side of a door or whatever, which you can uncover and then let all the water drain out, and then boom, take it out. That's how you wash your clothes. And I was like, wow, that's one, really cool, but two, thank you for having a laundry machine. I'm so thankful to have a laundry machine, or at least access to a laundry machine, I should say. Just considerably more convenient than obviously manually cranking. And then of course if you don't have a manual crank laundry machine, which simulates a larger laundry machine, because obviously that basically took up the size of an entire room, so not very practical for a household appliance. But you if you had to like manually wash all your clothes, you just nothing to do except for get the good old washboard out and the big pail of water, which by the way I'm not sure if I've seen a washboard in real life. I've been thinking about it, but you know dip it in the sudsy water and like scrape up and down the washboard, which I guess cleans it somehow. Oh, Bruce's photo, I didn't even realise. How lovely. I had no idea he gave us that. I was just skipping through his dialogue. There we go. Best friends of Bruce now. So now it's just Mira. Mira, 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 Mira. What was I going to check? I was going to see how many Sahara tickets we had as well before I hang up with Bruce's photo. Only got 3, so that's fine. But yeah, we should have taken some Taylor tickets as well, now I think about it. Just so we can walk over to Able Sisters and buy some stuff. Okay, let's hang up Bruce's photo over here because we don't have lots of room. How do we open our inventory? Pockets. There we go. Good old Bruce. Got the same background as Zordy there. What was I saying? Yeah, anyway, but the whole point of this spiel was the fact that laundry machines are very, very convenient. I'm very thankful for them. But, the one sad thing about laundry, one of my favourite, I was going to say hobbies, it's not a hobby, I meant chores to do because it's so simple, I suppose. But the one bad thing about washing clothes is delicates, you know? Now, you might not have this experience if you never had to wash delicates before, or if you don't have delicates to wash, which is fair enough, Not everyone's entire wardrobe consists of woolen sweaters and... Sorry, what? It's not woolwear, what's it called? Knitwear of like that, or delicate like silk linen. Actually, I'm not sure linen's considered delicate. Maybe it is, I don't know. I don't own linen. I don't own silk for that matter, but anyway. Basically, like, ages ago in Black Friday sales, I bought this very nice sweater dressing. So I was like, ooh, it's fancy, it seems like my style, I'm going to wear it. Of course, UK is now entering a 4th lockdown, so I haven't really had much of an opportunity to wear it. It's because it's a hand wash thing, so I was going to wear it once and then I was going to hand wash it. I've been keeping it on like my pile of clothes, which I'm like, which I keep handy for clothes I'm going to wear soon, or plan to at least. And it's just been like, it's it's ridiculous because it's been so long. I haven't worn it yet. So you know, one day I was like, I'm just going to wear this. You know, I wore it because it can't just sit down my bed forever. You know. So I wore it, and then, you know, it came time to wash it, and I was like, I forgot it was hand washed. It's been so long, I forgot that was the whole reason I wasn't wearing it. It's because I want to minimise the amount of times I need to wash this, because hand washing things, it's such a pain. So that's what I did this morning after my GP appointment. Actually, it wasn't after my GP appointment, it was just actually quite recently. I don't know why I'm lying. It wasn't intentional, I just kind of lost track of time mentally there. I was like, alright, let's wash this item of clothing. What can we put here? Pansy. We could put a rose down here. And also, it's just so much effort. And I also had these pair of like stockings, I guess. Well, not really stockings, I suppose. More like knee-high tights, but like socks. Because every time you say tights, it's sort of like the implication that they like connect together. No, these are individual socks. I guess thigh high is the right word. I don't know. Anyway, don't question me too much on the minutiae of that sort of thing, because honestly it doesn't matter, not really. But anyway, my point was those both need to be hand washed because they're delicates. One is because it's a big like, it's not wool, it's like acrylic wool, but still, if you put it in a laundry machine because of the heat, it's going to make it shrink unless you wash it on like, I don't know, 10 degrees or something. So of course I had to hand wash it, so you know, get out a big bucket thing. You're like, let's start washing it. And because this thing's a sweater dress and I'm kind of tall, this is quite a big sweater dress. So then it just like soaks up all the water like a sponge. So you pick it up after you're like washing it out, being like, because one, it barely fits in the bucket in the first place. Well, not bucket, but you know, I don't really know what's called it, a large container. Oh, we should buy one of these. I'm not sure we've seen one of these before. It barely fits in the first place. And I'm like, it was such a pain, like trying to turn it over and like pick it up again and all that sort of thing. Or all that good jazz. And then it's also extraordinarily heavy because it soaked up all the water. Like the largest sponge in existence. So it's put on like, it's like tripled its weight and you're just like, ugh. If you ever picked up like something soaked in water, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And especially because it's woolen things tend to absorb water extraordinarily well for whatever reason. I don't know the science behind it, don't ask me. And it's like, what a pain. Luckily, the tights were very easy to wash, so it's like, that's the sound of me washing, I guess. And then, you know, rinse out, all done, fantastic, lovely, that sort of thing. But, so it's just annoying, to be honest. That's been done, you know, rinse out, you try and delicately squeeze it because you don't want to wring it, because you don't want to stretch its shape or whatever, because that's the worst thing you can do. That's why you're hand washing it in the first place. That's why you're hand washing it in the first place, because you don't want to stretch its shape, you don't want to ruin all the fibres and stuff on it. So it's like, okay, you got to be a bit careful, don't want to mess this up. I don't know what we're going to do for 15 minutes. mind you. I guess we can try fishing. Try and get the cedar camp. Because we need 4 cedar camps, don't we? And they only appear when it's raining or snowing. And it's been ages. And we've got 1 cedar camp already. And we're eventually going to have to get that cedar camp statue. So I guess since it's snowing, we'll try and catch cedar camp, and because I've got nothing better to do. While we wait for the final rut to spawn tomorrow, where we can actually start decorating again. Yeah. What was I saying? So it's just a big pain, basically, to wash delicates, especially when the big things about it's like, oh, it's down, you're delicately squeezing out all the water, and it's down, now you're getting water everywhere, so I did it in the bathtub, and then it's like, oh, now it's down, and we hang it up, and then you put it in like a little bag, because one, if you don't know, if you've got heavy things like that, which their weight is a significant amount, that it could actually stretch them, or they can stretch themselves under their own weight, you definitely don't want to hang up things like that. What you, optimally, is what we always say to do, is you want to just like put it down, like lie it flat somewhere, and like let it dry naturally that way. No one's got like you just like, okay, I'm going to sacrifice this entire table for like a week or so for it to dry, because it's got so much water in it, it's going to take forever to dry. And especially it's going to be like sitting pooled in its own water, unless you put it on a towel, in which case it'd be sitting on a wet towel, and you could change the towel every so often or whatever. And then also not have access to a massive, like, I say plot of land. Is that big enough? That might be big enough. Massive space of land in your house, just for letting this one sweater dress dry or whatever. So it's like, oh, okay, I'll put it in like one of these silk bags and I'll hang it up. Instead of like hang it up, you hang it up the bag. So basically you're just putting it in a mesh bag so it can drip all water out, but also be elevated and eventually hopefully dry, that sort of thing. But then you got to put a pail on like a bucket thing underneath it, otherwise it's going to drip water everywhere. Oh, what? I didn't know a fishing rod was nearly dead, but there we go. I guess I'll go buy another one. Underwater and that sort of thing, and it's just like, oh. Actually, to be fair, another way I saw you can do is you can put it in town, like roll it up, and and roll it up and store it away and let it dry that way. But that must take forever, because if you don't know, folded over clothes don't dry particularly well. So I can't imagine something rolled up in a towel also dries all that well either. Must take forever. So when you got that going on, it was like, okay. And when all that's well and done, it's going to dry off eventually in like 3 days or something. It takes forever to get all that water out of it. Which is, you know, it's like fair enough. It's kind of like what the property of that materials kind of does. It absorbs things kind of well, but also, you know, it keeps you really warm. So it's sort of like a fair enough trade-off. But what a hassle, you know. You would have thought these days we'd have a way to automatically like wash delicates like that sort of thing, you know. Like I know a lot of washing machines out there have like a delicate cycle you can put them on. But maybe, you know, fair enough, maybe I'm being hypocritical there, where I don't exactly trust it, because, you know, with my other clothes, you know, just like throw it in the washing machine, whatever, you know. Stick it on 30 or 40, it's going to be fine, who cares. Like 10 degrees over, probably not going to do anything, unless it makes a like the dye run in the clothes, in which case, whoops. But, you know, I suppose that can be circumvented by washing whites and your whites and your colour clothes separately. But you know, when you're a university student, you don't always do that, so you just chuck everything in together and just wash it on like 30 degrees and be like, probably be fine anyway. If not, I'm going to have like a new pink top to wear tomorrow. In my case, it's actually kind of fortunate, I suppose, because I don't own too many dark coloured clothes that are likely to bleed. So I never ran into any problems. But then it's just like, oh, if you've got to hand wash something, what do you do? It's like, oh, I have to go through this whole process. So when you just don't wash it, it's like, oh, no, you're just wearing dirty clothes. He calls me Hero. Oh, Bruce calls me Hero, that's right. Yeah, you can call me that, why not? Let's also talk to our villagers, maybe. See if they got any new dialogue to say. My window just started clicking, that's a bit weird. Probably like heat stretching and shrinking and that sort of thing. But anyway, which is, I suppose, kind of on point for laundry. For doing laundry, anyway. Oh. I don't think that was big enough anyway, so that's fine. What's my point in the whole of this? I forgot what I was talking about, to be honest. Yeah, and I'm surprised we don't have like an automatic way of doing like delicate laundry, which is, you know, safer and fairer. But maybe, to be fair, maybe now washing machines are pretty good, because the washing machines we had in university could not do delicates. Oh my gosh, this duck looks traumatized. Look at it. What? Why does it look like that? But anyway. Oh, this is definitely not a cedar camp. That was way too slow. Have we got a sea bass trophy? I don't actually know. I'm trying to think if we do. I don't think we do. In which case, perfect opportunity to make one. Yeah. But I suppose that's the point with machines. Is, you know, there probably does exist something which can wash delicates very well and safely. It's probably just absurdly expensive. Like, equivalent to hand washing. Because I guess that's kind of a thing with robots is, you don't really want them to do soft, delicate tasks like that. Necessarily. Unless you've got really high-tech end robots, in which case you can, like, oh, we did surgery on a grape. That sort of thing. You kind of want robots to do mechanical, repetitive tasks over and over and over and over again. Like with a laundry machine, a regular laundry machine, that's fine. Just be like, hey, can you just spin this giant drum for like an hour or 30 minutes or whatever? And the machine's like, yeah, easy. And it's just like, okay, handle this one, okay. But it's just like, brr. Laundry machine go brr, I guess. It's, you know, like, I'm framing it here like I'm blaming the machine. You can't really blame the machine because the machines are made by humans and can only do so much as what the humans have told it to do. Unless you're training it AI-wise, in which case, well, that's a whole other story. Maybe let's not go there. And I'm also not very much an expert in that sort of thing, so we'll probably keep that on... Oh, I don't know why I pressed A there. We'll keep it on the wayside for now. But yeah, just something like that, you know. Come on, technology. You know, maybe this is a thing. Washing machine for hand washers. For hand washables. Or automatic hand washers to clean up ward and vectors. I mean, this isn't what I was going for. This washes your hands, I suppose, automatically by sticking your hands in 2 holes in the machine, which is honestly quite a frightening prospect or something. In my opinion, kind of seems like something you'd see out of a weird dystopian / utopian future. Samsung Active Wash Machine. You can even hand wash your clothes with a Samsung Active Wash. You know, talking about laundry machines, have you seen ones they got in Japan? Like, they basically got like vertical laundry machines, which, you know, was mildly surprising, I suppose, the first time I got there, but first time I went there. But, you know, I suppose it's because space is quite a premium in Japan, especially countries like Japan and Hong Kong, I suppose. I can't remember what machines Hong Kong had, from what I remember, but so while we over here in the West might be used to our horizontal, big, bulky laundry machines, got a slab of concrete at the bottom to stop it rocking around over its own weight, or the centripetal force or whatever, tossing it around. What was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah, Japan's got their like very dainty sort of vertical. Oh, this must be huge, whatever this is. Do you hear that vibrations? Ooh, it's a sturgeon. Can it perform surgery? Can it do it on a grape? Can it do it on a nape? Yes, I like to do surgery with a grape on an ape, as we vape with jape. That's my Dr. Seuss impression. Anyway, not point. Yeah, they got like vertical laundry machines in Japan, which is also, you know, you might be like, because I think in America at least, vertical laundry machines aren't uncommon either way, but they're like the same size as the regular like drum washing machines with a window on the side. These vertical ones are very tiny, they're like very delicate and small, and I'll be honest, they don't actually wash your clothes all that well. It sort of feels like they make them wet and sort of like spin around for a bit, and it doesn't. I'm not actually convinced it cleans it all that particularly well, but you know, you kind of got to make do. You can't be walking around with dirty clothes in Japan. Did we buy laundry detergent there? We must have. I don't remember doing that though on the trip, but we must have done that. So I remember, because Japan's always got like fancy technology and that sort of thing. I remember watching videos being like, how do I use a Japanese laundry machine? Well, the premise of it is just you just put it in and push a button after you put your laundry detergent in. It's not all that difficult, but you know, when it's all in a language which you have only been learning for about 3 months or whatever. Not even 3 months. How long have I been learning for? Kind of a year, sort of. but not really. It's a little bit difficult, you know. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to get a ticket because we got the Nook Mile ticket mission. Yeah. But I guess it's just sort of save on space, right? Because it basically fit in a cupboard. Even like when I say fit in a cupboard, I don't mean like it took up like all the ground real estate in the cupboard. It was a small cupboard and it fit in the corner of it. it was just tiny. Which, you know, I've got to respect it. Japan, very, very innovative when it comes to saving space and things. Like there's when we stayed in Osaka, I think, they had a toilet which had a sink in the top. So basically, after you flush the toilet and as it refills the tank in the top, it pours in clean water from the tap, and then you can wash your hands with that, and then that tap water goes into the tank of the toilet. And I was like, oh, that's genius. It's just super clever. Like obviously they also had a normal sink as well for when you actually needed, you know, not want to flush the toilet but also want to wash your hands for those situations. But I was like, wow, that's genius. But anyway, the whole reason I went on this tangent, I suppose, is because that Samsung washing machine I was talking about, you know, it kind of looks similar to ones I saw in Japan. I was like, cool. Hold on, that's probably a clownfish, and I don't think we've got a clownfish statue just yet. If we do, whoops. What can you do except for say you're welcome? It was a rock. Well, we're trying to build rock statues technically right now anyway. So win-win. Yeah, anyway, so basically delicates, hand washing, laundry is a pain, but you know, gotta do it. I suppose saved by not having too many clothes which are meant to be hand washable or not washing them all that often. And if you do, then perhaps you should get that Samsung washing machine and it will be beneficial to you. Did we have someone crafting something? No, Mira wasn't, and neither was Buck. That's not Buck, Bruce. A spirit fire leaking in. I haven't even played it today. I was meant to record it today, but I was like, I can't be bothered, so I didn't. What's up, Audie? You're not crafting either. Who was crafting? Was it Lily? You LOV quiz shows more than any other kind of shows? Yeah, kind of. I mean, I do like Only Connecting University Challenge quite a lot. If it's been a while since I've watched either of them. I'm not sure if they're running right now. I think Only Connectors, but I don't know. I don't watch TV much anyway. I just watch it when someone uploads it to YouTube. Sue me. Don't sue me, please. Please don't. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. So I guess it's a good thing I don't own a lot of silk things. Just saying, I do like the look of a lot of silk clothes. If I had the money to spend, I'd probably wear a lot of silk clothes, to be honest. It feels nice and it's luxurious. I suppose I like feeling expensive, that sort of thing. But while that's not in my cards at the moment. What? You just sat down in the middle of a room? Fair enough. I mean, now look at it, you don't actually have a chair in your room, Lily. I guess you can sit in your bed as a chair, but still. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe when I obviously become a billionaire in the future, I will just buy a load of silk clothes, get a load of silk garments, and then wash everything with that Samsung hand washing machine. Or hopefully the technology of laundry machines have improved to a point where they'll have a hand wash cycle and it's just like a real thing. And I'll be like, fantastic, this is my time. Not that there's really much you can really improve on a laundry machine. I guess you can have a laundry machine and a tumble dryer all in one, but it's not really that much of a hassle in the first place. Emptying out a laundry machine into a tumble dryer. What we need is really the clothing industry to change, you know? Have clothes which can be safe to tumble dry. That's an annoying thing. Because to be fair, when I started doing laundry and tumble drying in uni, I was like, oh, gotta make sure I do everything properly, you know, separate whites, my white clothes from my coloured clothes, and then, you know, read the labels on every single one, make sure we only tumble dry the ones which can be tumble dried, and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's great. I'm gonna give it away anyway. And then, once you do that sort of thing, I mean, you do it a few more times and it's like, oh, it's so much effort. When you start like washing all your clothes together and it's like, oh, so much effort. When you start just chucking most of your clothes into tumble dry anyway, except for really delicate ones, and you're just like, whatever. And I guess the next step is you don't wash your clothes, but I haven't reached out yet, luckily. So I guess we'll round off this episode here. I know it's been a bit of a wild one. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated. Join me Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Ooh, I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.